Have you ever laid in bed, staring at the ceiling, your body exhausted, but your mind racing like a runaway train? You know you need to sleep, you want to sleep, but it just won't come. Or maybe you do fall asleep, only to find yourself wide awake at 2 or 3 in the morning, a frustrating and lonely ritual that repeats night after night. You might tell yourself, well, that's just part of getting older. But what if I told you it's not? What if I told you that for millions of us over the age of 60, the key to unlocking deep restorative sleep isn't about expensive pillows or fancy gadgets, but about correcting one single silent deficiency that's quietly sabotaging your rest? Imagine for a moment waking up tomorrow morning feeling not just rested, but truly rejuvenated. Your mind clear, your body free from those morning aches, ready to embrace the day with energy and vitality. That feeling, that deep sense of restoration is not a distant memory. It is absolutely within your reach. Hello, I'm Dr. William Lee, and today we are going to embark on a crucial journey together. We're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden epidemic that is ruining sleep for so many mature adults, and more importantly, I'm going to give you a clear, science-backed roadmap to reclaim the sleep you deserve. This isn't about a quick fix or a magic pill. This is about understanding how your body works and giving it the fundamental tool it has been crying out for. We're going to talk about a master mineral, a natural tranquilizer that your body needs to switch off, repair, and recharge. And the chances are very, very high that you're simply not getting enough of it. So please stay with me, because the information in this video could fundamentally change your nights and, as a result, change your entire life. Before we dive deep into this essential topic, I'm always so curious to learn about our incredible community. Where are you watching from today? Are you in the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, or somewhere else in the world? Please take a moment and let me know in the comments below. It's wonderful to see how far this message of health and empowerment is reaching. And if you believe, as I do, that our health is our greatest asset at any age, consider subscribing to this channel and ringing that little notification bell. We share insights here that are designed to help you thrive, not just survive in your golden years. All right, let's get to the heart of the matter. The single deficiency I'm talking about is magnesium. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Magnesium? I've heard of that. It's in a multivitamin, isn't it? Yes, it is. But what most people don't realize is that magnesium is arguably one of the most important minerals for your entire body. And it's also one of the most common deficiencies in the Western world, especially for those of us over 60. Think of magnesium as your body's ultimate relaxation mineral. It is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, from producing energy to building proteins, but its role in your nervous system is where it truly shines for sleep. Imagine your brain has both an accelerator and a brake pedal. The accelerator is a neurotransmitter called glutamate. It gets you revved up, focused, and alert. It's essential for learning and memory. But when it's time to sleep, you need to press the brake. The primary brake pedal in your brain is another neurotransmitter called GABA. GABA's job is to calm the nervous system, reduce excitability, and prepare you for rest. Here's the crucial part. Magnesium plays a central role in this process. It helps regulate glutamate, preventing your brain from getting stuck in overdrive. At the same time, magnesium binds to and stimulates your GABA receptors. In simple terms, magnesium makes your brain's brake pedal more effective. Without enough magnesium, your brain is like a car with a sticky accelerator and weak brakes. It's no wonder you can't slow down and drift off to sleep. But that's not all. Magnesium is also intimately linked with your body's master sleep hormone, melatonin. Melatonin is produced by your pineal gland and it governs your sleep-wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. Studies have shown that maintaining adequate magnesium levels helps maintain healthy levels of melatonin, ensuring your body gets a clear signal that it's time to wind down for the night. And then there's the physical side of things. Have you ever been jolted awake by a sudden painful cramp in your calf or foot? Or do you suffer from that incredibly frustrating sensation of restless legs, that creepy crawly feeling that makes you have to constantly move them? Both of these common sleep disruptors are classic signs of a magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation. Calcium makes your muscles contract, and magnesium makes them release. When these two minerals are out of balance, with too much calcium and not enough magnesium, your muscles can get stuck in a state of contraction, leading to spasms, twitches, and cramps that shatter your sleep. By ensuring you have enough magnesium, you allow your muscles to fully release and relax, paving the way for a peaceful, uninterrupted night. So, you can see from your brain chemistry to your hormones to the muscles in your legs, magnesium is the conductor of your sleep orchestra. When it's in short supply, the whole performance falls apart. The question is, why are so many of us deficient? If it's so important, why don't we have enough? There are several powerful and quite sneaky reasons, and understanding them is the first step toward fixing the problem. The first and perhaps biggest culprit is our modern diet. Over the last century, our food has changed dramatically. The rise of processed foods, refined grains, and sugar has systematically stripped magnesium from our diets. When a grain of wheat is processed into white flour, it loses over 80% of its magnesium content. When you choose white bread, pasta, or pastries, you are choosing a food that has had its vital minerals removed. Even more insidiously, sugar itself is a major magnesium thief. For your body to metabolize just one molecule of sugar, it requires dozens of molecules of magnesium. So, that sweet dessert, that sugary soda, or even that glass of fruit juice you think is healthy, is actively forcing your kidneys to flush your precious magnesium stores out of your body. It's a vicious cycle. You eat a high sugar, low magnesium diet, which depletes your magnesium, which in turn ruins your sleep, making you tired and more likely to crave those quick energy sugary foods the next day. The second reason is something most people never consider. The very soil our food is grown in. Due to modern intensive farming practices, our soils have become significantly depleted of essential minerals, including magnesium. A study comparing nutrient data from the 1,940 seconds to today found that the mineral content of our fruits and vegetables has dropped dramatically. An apple today simply does not contain the same level of magnesium as an apple from our grandparents' generation. So even if you are diligently eating your vegetables, you may not be getting the amount of magnesium you think you are. The third reason is incredibly relevant for our age group, and that is common medications. It's a difficult truth, but many of the medications prescribed for conditions that are common after 60 can deplete magnesium levels. Diuretics, often called water pills, which are used to treat high blood pressure, work by making you excrete more water and, along with it, essential minerals like magnesium. Another class of drugs, proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs, used for acid reflux and heartburn, can interfere with your body's ability to absorb magnesium from your food in the first place. Please, let me be perfectly clear. I am not telling you to stop any medication. You must never do that without consulting the doctor who prescribed it. But it is crucial to be aware of these potential side effects and to have a conversation with your doctor about how you can mitigate them, perhaps by monitoring your magnesium levels and focusing on replenishing them through your diet. Fourth on our list of magnesium thieves is chronic stress. In today's world, who isn't under some form of stress? But for seniors, it can take many forms. Worrying about health, financial concerns, the loss of a loved one, or even just the daily challenges of living with chronic pain. When you are stressed, your body releases the hormone cortisol. This fight or flight response is designed for short-term survival, but when stress becomes chronic, it wreaks havoc. One of the things cortisol does is cause your body to excrete magnesium through your urine at an accelerated rate. The more stressed you are, the more magnesium you lose. And here's the cruel irony. Low magnesium levels make your nervous system more susceptible to stress. It's another terrible feedback loop. Stress depletes magnesium, and low magnesium makes you feel more stressed, which then depletes even more magnesium. It's a spiral that can leave you feeling anxious, irritable, and unable to sleep. And finally, the process of aging itself plays a role. As we get older, several things happen. Our digestive system becomes less efficient, which means we don't absorb minerals from our food as well as we used to. At the same time, our kidneys tend to become less efficient at retaining minerals, so we excrete more magnesium. This combination of decreased absorption and increased excretion creates a perfect storm for deficiency, making it even more important for us to be proactive about our magnesium intake as we age. I know that hearing about all these factors can feel a bit overwhelming, and if you're recognizing some of your own habits or conditions in what I've just described, that's perfectly okay. This isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. Now that you understand the forces working against your magnesium levels, you can start to counteract them. If you're finding this information valuable and eye-opening so far, please take a quick second to tap the like button. It's a small gesture, but it truly helps this video reach more people who might be suffering in silence, unaware of the real reason for their sleepless nights. Your click can make a difference. So, how do you know if you are deficient? Poor sleep is the giant waving red flag, but there are many other subtle and not so subtle signs that your body is crying out for more magnesium. Let's go through a few of them. We already mentioned muscle twitches and cramps, especially those nocturnal leg cramps. But have you ever had a persistent, annoying twitch in your eyelid that just won't go away? That is a classic textbook sign of low magnesium. Another major indicator is your mental and emotional state. Do you find yourself feeling more anxious than usual? Are you easily irritated or on edge? Remember, magnesium is the calming mineral. When you're deficient, your nervous system is in a constant state of low-grade fight or flight. You might feel a sense of unease or dread that you can't quite put your finger on. This isn't a character flaw. It could very well be a chemical imbalance that you have the power to correct. Let's talk about your heart. Your heart is a muscle, the most important muscle in your body, and it relies on magnesium to function properly. Magnesium helps maintain a steady heartbeat and normal blood pressure. Therefore, symptoms like heart palpitations and arrhythmia or chronically high blood pressure can sometimes be linked back to a magnesium deficiency. It works in partnership with potassium to regulate your heart's electrical signals, and without enough of it, the rhythm can be thrown off. How about your energy levels? This might sound contradictory. If magnesium is relaxing, wouldn't a deficiency make you hyper? Not exactly. It creates a state of being tired but wired. Your body's primary energy currency is a molecule called ATP, and it cannot be created without magnesium. So without enough magnesium, your cells can't produce the energy they need to function optimally. This leads to a profound sense of fatigue and weakness, even after a full night's sleep, because the sleep you're getting isn't truly restorative at a cellular level. And finally, headaches. If you suffer from frequent tension headaches or even migraines, magnesium deficiency could be a contributing factor. It helps relax the blood vessels in the brain and reduces the tension in the muscles of your neck and shoulders that often trigger these headaches. Many studies have shown that people who suffer from migraines often have lower levels of magnesium than those who don't. Now for the best part, the solution. How do we fight back against these magnesium thieves and replenish our stores so we can finally get the sleep we need? The wonderful news is that we can do this primarily through food. This is where the power of your plate comes into play. You can begin to fix this problem starting with your very next meal. The number one place to find magnesium is in dark leafy greens. Think of spinach, Swiss chard, kale, and collard greens. There's a fascinating piece of science here. The molecule that allows plants to absorb energy from the sun, chlorophyll, has a magnesium atom right at its center. Chlorophyll is what makes green plants green. So a simple rule to remember is, if it's green, it's a good source of magnesium. Aim to get at least 1 or 2 servings of these powerhouse greens into your diet every single day. Add a handful of spinach to your morning omelet, have a side salad with Swiss chard for lunch, or lightly steam some kale to go with your dinner. Next, we have nuts and seeds, which are little concentrated packages of magnesium. The undisputed king here is the pumpkin seed. Just a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds provides nearly half of your daily recommended intake of magnesium. They are an absolute powerhouse. Almonds, cashews, and Brazil nuts are also fantastic sources. Try to have a small handful as a snack in the afternoon instead of a cookie or a bag of chips. You can also sprinkle them on your oatmeal or yogurt. Flax seeds and chia seeds are also excellent and can easily be added to smoothies or salads. Another wonderful food group for magnesium is legumes. This includes beans of all kinds, like black beans, kidney beans, and chickpeas, as well as lentils. These are not only rich in magnesium, but also in fiber, which is fantastic for your digestive health and for stabilizing your blood sugar, another factor that can influence sleep. Incorporating a bean-based soup or a side of lentils into your weekly meals is a simple and inexpensive way to boost your intake. Here's one that might make you smile. Dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that correctly. High quality dark chocolate, specifically the kind that is 70% cacao or higher, is a rich source of magnesium. A single 1 ounce square can provide a significant portion of your daily needs. It's also packed with antioxidants that protect your body's cells from damage. Now, this isn't a license to eat a whole candy bar. The key is moderation and quality. A small piece of low sugar, high cacao, dark chocolate in the evening can be a delicious and healthy way to top up your magnesium levels and satisfy a sweet craving. And let's not forget about fatty fish. Fish like salmon, mackerel, and halibut are not only great sources of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, but they also provide a good dose of magnesium. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish per week to support your brain, heart, and sleep. Now, food should always be your first line of defense, but there are some lifestyle additions that can also make a significant difference. One of my favorites is taking an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt isn't actually salt. It's magnesium sulfate. When you dissolve it in a warm bath, the magnesium can be absorbed through your skin. It is an incredibly relaxing ritual to do an hour or 2 before bed. It warms your body, relaxes your muscles, and delivers magnesium directly where it's needed. It's a simple, old-fashioned remedy that science is now proving to be highly effective. And of course, we must address the stress factor. Since stress burns through magnesium, actively managing your stress is a key part of the solution. This doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as practicing 10 minutes of deep breathing before bed. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. hold for a count of 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. This simple act activates your body's relaxation response and helps conserve your magnesium stores. Gentle stretching, listening to calming music, or reading a book can also work wonders. Finally, let's touch on the topic of supplements. For some people, especially those with significant deficiencies or absorption issues, a supplement can be a helpful tool. However, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your doctor before starting any new supplement, as magnesium can interact with certain medications and may not be appropriate for people with kidney conditions. If you do get the green light from your doctor, it's important to know that not all magnesium supplements are created equal. The most common and cheapest form, magnesium oxide, is very poorly absorbed by the body and is more likely to cause digestive upset. You want to look for more bioavailable forms. For sleep, the gold standard is magnesium glycinate or bisglycinate. In this form, the magnesium is bound to the amino acid glycine, which itself has a calming effect on the brain. This form is highly absorbable and very gentle on the stomach. Another good option is magnesium threonate, which has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier effectively, making it excellent for cognitive health as well as sleep. Avoid magnesium citrate unless you are looking for a laxative effect, which it is very effective at producing. So let's quickly recap the plan. We need to replenish our body's most crucial relaxation mineral. We do this by first avoiding the magnesium thieves, processed foods, and excess sugar. Then we consciously add in magnesium-rich foods every single day. Remember our list. Dark leafy greens like spinach, nuts and seeds like pumpkin seeds and almonds, legumes like black beans, a small piece of high-quality dark chocolate, and fatty fish like salmon. We can support this with relaxing lifestyle habits like Epsom salt baths and stress management. And if needed, after a conversation with our doctor, we can consider a high-quality supplement like magnesium glycinate. I know this is a lot of information, but I want you to feel a sense of hope, a sense of control. You are not powerless against your sleepless nights. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rebalance itself, but you have to give it the right materials. This isn't about some radical, difficult to follow diet. It's about making small, intelligent choices day after day. Swapping that piece of white toast for a bowl of oatmeal with almonds, adding a side of spinach to your dinner, choosing a handful of nuts for a snack instead of crackers. These small steps compound over time, rebuilding your body's vital mineral stores and paving the way for the kind of deep sleep that allows you to truly heal and repair. Remember, growing older is a given, but feeling old and tired is a choice. It doesn't have to be your reality. You have the knowledge now to make a profound change. You can take back your nights. You can wake up feeling refreshed, with a clear mind and an energized body, ready to live your life to the fullest. Every single day is an opportunity to build a healthier, stronger, and more vibrant version of yourself. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these hidden signs of magnesium deficiency surprised you the most? Or perhaps you have a favorite magnesium-rich food or a personal story about how improving your intake has helped you. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We are a community here, and we all learn and grow from each other's wisdom. I do my best to read through as many comments as I can. If this video has provided you with value and clarity, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because your health journey is important, and I want to be here to support you with more science-backed insights for thriving in the years to come. Your health is not a spectator sport. It requires your active participation. Thank you so much for investing this time in yourself today. Take this knowledge and put it into action. Start with one small change, just one, and build from there. Here's to your health, and tonight's filled with a deep, restorative sleep you so richly deserve. Sleep well,